everybody, this is Edie. Hope you're having a great Thursday, February 7th, 2019. And I'm excited that you are watching this video. What I do is I work with professional Christian women who I want to help them to thrive and be everything that God created them to be so that they can give the best of themselves to the things that matter most. I'm kind of getting my words all switched around today. I went to the gym today actually to lift weights, so I hope y'all are proud of me. It was one of the goals I had for this year is to go at least twice a week to do some strength training, and I did, and I got back in time to do this, so I'm kind of like grubby. I know y'all don't care. I appreciate you watching. So that's what I do. So today, stop draining your energy unnecessarily. I'm going to show you some stuff about that. So that's today's topic, is how to plug the leaks in your energy so that you can be more energized and ready to do the things that you really want to do. Stick with me, and I'll show you some pointers about that in just a minute. But first, I want to tell you a little story. Today is February 7th. And 2 years ago today, one of my very dearest friends, Jackie Elliott, finally ended her long battle, painful battle with cancer. And she went home to be with our Lord, whom she loved very much. And she spent her entire adult life serving. So I know that today she is celebrating in his presence, and I'm excited about that. She was one of my bridesmaids in my wedding. And she's also the one who taught me the process that I talked about last week about how to dive into God's Word. So she literally changed my life and the lives of lots of people. So shout out to you, Jackie. Have a good time up there. And I'll see you someday, hopefully not too soon, but when the time is right. Anyway, so on with the story. Way back, way back, when I first started doing coaching, and I was just retired from the Navy, I had my first group coaching program, group coaching class, and it was called a teleclass back in those days because we didn't have this kind of live Facebook stuff or Zoom teleconferencing or anything. So Jackie was actually in my first group, and it was about some basic coaching, life coaching stuff. And what I'm going to talk to y'all about today is actually something that we covered way back then. It's really foundational for the coaching world. And for years after that, Jackie would tell me, you remember that class that we did on how to plug your energy drainers? And I was like, yeah. She said, I still benefit from that. And also the topic we're going to talk about next week, by the way. So anyway, this is something that you need to just think of it as a tool in your tool bag. And whenever you find yourself starting to get dragged down or feeling overwhelmed or like you just don't have the energy that you used to have, this is something you can whip out of your tool bag and put to use. I think you'll find it really helpful. So how to get your energy back. This is not about a liver cleanse or any kind of juice cleanse or some sort of, awesome exercise program. It is about something that you can do in the privacy of your own home. And I have, as usual, I have my notes, so I apologize. I can't have all this. I just don't want to start rambling and waste your time. So anyway, the dog is scratching at the door. I don't know if you can hear that or not. So I put together a worksheet, and I'm going to be glancing down at that to kind of keep me on track. So this is as simple as basically writing on paper the things that are just little annoying things in your life. And the benefit of having a worksheet like this is it kind of prompts you of what to think about. Because what happens is this is stuff that we may not even be aware. We've gotten so used to it being present in our life that you don't even notice it anymore. So, and there's different categories of things that you want to kind of zero in on. And I've jotted down some examples. So, for example, at home, there may be a window or all of your windows that need to be cleaned. And you've gotten so used to it being dirty that you don't even notice it anymore. So that'd be an example of an energy drainer. Or maybe on your vent hood above the stove, the light's burned out, and you forget about it until you need it. You click the thing, and you're like, I need to just replace that light. Why am I not doing that? Something else would be one that I have right now, which is I need to get my bangs cut. I'm taking care of that next week. So that's maybe in the area of your health or your physical condition. Maybe in your car, I have this one too. See that I'm just like preaching to myself here. The regular service required light keeps coming on, even though you just got your car serviced. So every time I turn my car on, there it is, reminding me that I don't know how to turn the button and push this thing and fix it anyway. So, and maybe there's garbage in the back seat needs to get thrown out. There's the area of lifestyle and how you're living your life. There could be things that are draining your energy. Maybe you're spending too much time with somebody that is not encouraging, and you need to spend more time with your friends and people that love you and are going to make you be a better person. Or maybe you've got, a skirt that needs hemming or a button popped off one of your favorite shirts, and every time you start to put it on, you're like, oh, I just need to sew that button back on. Okay, so this is your place to capture those things. It's not something that you're going to sit down and just do all in one fell swoop. You might even want to keep this handy, because as you go around and you have those moments, then you can jot it down. And so what happens is all of those little niggly things are just a little bit of energy here, a little bit of energy there. And what happens is your brain is keeping track of all that stuff, even though you're not consciously thinking about it. And it's just draining your energy slowly, bit by bit. And what you're going to find out is when you start taking care of these things, you're going to start feeling not just excited that you took care of them, but you're going to start feeling more energy. You're going to be more creative. You're going to have more physical energy. It's really kind of amazing. So I mentioned the worksheet that I put together, and it's got 10 categories. Can you see there? 10 categories of life. And then there's like fill in your own, whatever, there's a blank one. And I just want you to brainstorm up to maybe 10 things in each of those categories, little nitpicky things that are just, draining a little bit of your energy. And when I wrote to my email subscribers, I said, it's kind of like when you have a balloon and you bring home a balloon from the fair and it's full of helium and it's bouncing around on the ceiling and it's awesome. But what you don't know is that there's a little tiny pinprick, a little tiny hole, and the helium is slowly leaking out. And maybe the first day the balloon comes down a little bit, and maybe you wake up one morning and the balloon is just like this blob of balloon material on the floor. And that's a great analogy for your life. You may have a lot of little pinpricks here and there. That's these energy drainers. And the energy is slowly draining out, and you're wondering why you just feel like you don't have the oomph that you used to have. That could be a big part of it, I'm telling you. So I want you to click the link that I'll have in the comments, and all you have to do is put in your email, and I'll send you a way to download that so that you can start working on this. And I say, go do it now. Don't just hear what I'm saying and say, oh yeah, that sounds interesting. I kind of agree with what she's saying and all that. Think of me as your coach, because I am. I mean, I'm basically your coach every Thursday at noon. Actually get out the paper and do it, because you can have good ideas rolling around in your head, but if you don't put them into action, it's just an idea and it's never going to have the impact that it could have for you. So I encourage you, download the worksheet. If you don't want to do that, just get your own paper out and think of your categories of things and start writing it down, but this just makes it easier. And as an added bonus, on the back, I've put a page for energy gainers. So let's say that you've plugged the hole in the balloon, but you need to like add more helium back in, right? So the energy gainers are little things that are going to be unique to you, things in your life that fill you with energy. Maybe, going for a walk with the dog, or having coffee with a certain friend that just always lifts your spirits and motivates you or encourages you or whatever. So I would like for you to think of 10 things. They don't have to be expensive. They can be, that you can start intentionally adding back into your life so that you'll have more energy. You'll be gaining energy back. And that's going to be really important too. So I would love for you to take action today and experience the freedom that this can give you in your life. Sometimes we think it's just those big things that are affecting us, but it can really be those little things too. So go take some action today. Next week, we're going to be talking about something kind of similar, but it has to do with kind of decluttering your life. That's a big deal now with home improvement shows and all. So there's also going to be a link to my blog, so I encourage you to go there. I would really invite y'all to sign up for my newsletter. When you go to the blog, there's a place there where you can sign up, and I'll send you links every week to my blog articles with a little summary about what it is, and it'll kind of trigger you. Okay, I want to go read her blog. It'll remind you, gosh, she's going to be on Facebook Live. I can get maybe some motivation, some live coaching that way. So love y'all a lot. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being so indulgent of my gym appearance and my grubby clothes today. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video, and share it with other people that you care about. Share what you're doing and create some accountability with a friend. And I think that you'll see this makes a big difference in your life. So love y'all, and have an awesome rest of your week and a great weekend. And I'll see you back here, same time, same place, next Thursday. Bye-bye.